that you wish more people understood?
Life will give you what you give life. But if you do not give life anything, you do not have anything to look back on. And so, therefore, your life is not how you want it to be, but how you made it to be.
And you think most people aren't doing that?
No.
In this video, I'll be asking one of the oldest living people on the planet, 102-year-old Geraldine, about her secrets for living a long, happy, and healthy life. As a woman born in the 1920s, you can only imagine what she has seen and experienced, and today she is sharing everything with us with the hope that her advice will guarantee that you won't wake up one day to a life full of regret. I highly recommend you listen very, very closely to this one. How old are you?
102.
What does it feel like to be 102?
Blessed. I feel blessed to live this long and to be able to talk and be able to walk and to observe and tell you about the things that were in my life before 102. Life is what you make it. You make it hard, it's going to end up hard. But if you try and make it soft, when I say make it soft, I mean if you try to help others, you're making life soft, because it's not only soft for them, it's soft for you. And as you go up, it's softer and softer, and you're able to embrace life.
When you wake up every day and you look in the mirror and you realize you are 102 years old, not 25, not 44, not 67, but 102, do you feel that genuinely? I mean, I don't know what it feels like, but do you feel that?
No, I don't feel any way different. I feel me, and I don't know what it is to tell you I feel me, but that's how I feel. This is Geraldine.
Where do you think most people go wrong as they get older to not be able to get to the point you're at and be the way you are and feel that way?
Because I think they do not think of other people as they're growing, as they're living. I think the most important thing is to consider other people as you consider yourself.
And you think most people aren't doing that?
No, not as they should. But I think because I was taught to think of other people, that's why God has allowed me to live this long. That's one of the things I think I should be proud about. You always thought of other people. And maybe this is my reason for living so long. Maybe there are some people thinking about me.
When you think about when you grew up during the Great Depression, you grew up during the war.
Right.
That's your childhood. If you think about that compared to how, I don't know, people are growing up now, this world versus that world, would you think it was easier, better to grow up when you were young, or easier now?
When I was young. Because you didn't have all these things to worry about. There's so many things we have. We know so much. I knew the world here. Now I know the world. It makes a difference because other people are still living in this world.
So you're 102, so you're born in 1923?
That's right. January 24th, 1923.
Why do you think your memory is so incredible? I mean, the way you're remembering everything and the names, the numbers. I'm assuming they're right, obviously. I can't correct you.
Yes. I lived in 1516. I lived in 1431. I lived at 380 Howard Avenue. And I live at 158 Macon Street.
Do you do anything to keep your memory intact, or are you lucky?
No, I do not. I seem to remember those things because it was part of my life. It was part of my living. I used to keep a journal. I kept journals all along. I used to, with my journal, I thank God for sleep. I thank God for life. I ask Him to help me to do the best I can. That's why it has been a good life for me, because I have thought of other people.
I find that being able to write those things down, it makes you remember what's important to you.
That's right. I'm happy that I could remember good things. That dominated my life, remembering good things.
This is a journal that I have, actually. And I have questions in here I like asking people. Can you describe a typical day in your life At 102 years old, what do you do?
I get up, I say my prayers. I do say prayers, the Our Father and the Nicene Creed, the 23rd Psalm. That's done every morning. I usually write verse in my journal. I have not been writing the journal as much as I used to before. I do write in my journal. Thank God for life. Next question.
All right, cool. Thanks for the prompt. You mentioned your husband passed away in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you guys together for?
For over 50 years. There's some pictures on the piano. My husband came up poor in the West Indies. He decided he was not going to live poor. He was not going to live poor. He kept on saying that. He became a traffic cop. He worked from there. He came over to here. He married me. He decided, I guess he thought he'd married the first person he saw, but it wasn't that bad. Anyhow, I met him in March. We got married in August. We were together until 2017 when he died. Leon came up with nothing. This is what he based his life on. They were going to get out of this poverty, and they did. Leon ended up working in the law office. This is what he wanted. He wanted to be a lawyer. Well, he got as far as working in the law office downtown. This is what he came from, and this is what he this is how he ended. Life will give you what you give life. Life will always give you what you give life. But if you do not give life anything, you do not have anything to look back on. And so therefore your life is not how you want it to be, but how you made it to be.
A lot of people who were in your husband's position probably didn't end up at the level he did. What do you think was the difference between him ending up at that level and leveling up than someone who didn't?
The urge, the feeling that I am going to do better, I am going to be better. He was going to climb. He was able to finish school. At that time, you had to have French and two languages to get into college. That was his goal. From nothing, which he did.
Yeah. You were together 50 years with your husband. A lot of relationships don't last even a fraction of that, let alone a marriage. What do you think is the secret to 50 years together? And it sounds like it was a very happy one, too.
For one thing, we never fought. Fighting was not part of him. He was words. I was the same way. I think the fact that I was taught to respect other people the same way I would respect myself. I think that's what has taken me through life, respect of other people.
Can you define the word love for me?
Love is the meeting of minds. If you love a person well enough to say, brother so-and-so, or sister so-and-so, or when I say love, I mean a feeling inside of you that here is flesh and blood. To me, love is flesh and blood. Only the flesh is a different color, but the blood is the same. The only thing that's a change is the color of our skin. If we make that a dividing line, then we have a reason to fight and carry on and do what we do.
What is it like to go through life at this point and you have people that you spent so much time with pass away, no longer be here? What does that feel like?
I don't know. My husband, my whole family, everyone in my family, I'm the only one left. The day you die or the day I die, down we go. And our life is over. You see pictures. Oh, yeah, that was my father. Oh, yeah, that was my brother. But life goes on. And somebody else is saying, that was. God has me here for something. My work is not finished. Whatever I'm supposed to do, I haven't done everything. Maybe not. My mother used to tell me, when you sit down, you'll do until you finish what you have to do. And I think of that all the time, until you finish what you have to do. And here I am, 102. At this stage of the game, it's time for me to get a new set of dental work because because my gums are going in this way and the tea going out that way. Not living another 102 years, so I wouldn't need to bother with the tea. So if you hear a clocking, that's the tea, not me, okay?
What is the truth about life that you have learned that you wish more people watching and listening understood?
You get back in life what you put out. I think that's the most important thing in life. Think about other people as you would think about yourself. But if you do it for yourself, you will not have a good life for somebody else. If you put it out because this is what you want this person or this individual to have, then life is altogether different for you. It's how you act when you put out what you put out.
Why do so many people not try? It seems like a lot of people don't try.
Because they give their own reason for not trying. They say, well, I didn't have enough money. What do you mean you didn't have enough money? You don't need money to give out. You do not need money to go next door. Do you want me to help you sweep the kitchen? That's a simple thing, sweep the kitchen, but it's not because I want to come into your house to look at it and case it. I just want to know, how can I help you? I think giving means a lot. Give in what other way you can. You can give in your good morning. That's giving. I'm wishing you a good day. And these are the things that life has given to me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.